The issues of street children and noise pollution in Kampala have been talked about with little change. Today, a legislative triple threat, the Market Act, the Physical Planning Act and the Trade Order, is finally turning those words into action. The most sensitive battle is on the streets. In the past 3 months, 365 children, 163 boys and 202 girls, 6 of whom are pregnant, have been rescued and transferred to accredited homes for skilling, counseling and enrollment into school. Crucially, the law is looking at the source. 10 parents have been brought to justice for accountability.
KCCA has also continued and will continue rescuing unattended 2 children from danger. These are the children you normally call street children, but for us we say every child who comes to the city should be attended to, should be under the care of an adult. When we find any child on the street unattended to, we have a responsibility to rescue.
Noise pollution has been a source of public outcry for a long time. It is now being policed under these new reforms. Daytime limits are set at 75 decibels, dropping to 50 decibels at night. This time, the city ambience ambassadors have the legal power to ensure compliance with effect from 10th May 2026. Under the 2010 KCCA Act, the mandate is to keep Kampala safe, clean and regulated for all. Since February 19, 2026, the Trade Order initiative has been in full swing. The focus on decongestion was to have illegal vendors and irregular obstructions moved from hotspots in the major business areas across the 5 divisions to streamline mobility.
This activity is not only to improve the ambience of the city, but it resonates to the safety of the road users, the safety of the pedestrians, and also guide proper use of our road.
Out of 2,520 gazetted spaces that were provided in November 2025, 857 of those spaces are still available. So, the excuse of nowhere to go is being dismantled by the Market Act of 2023.
For all those spaces which had been sealed by the people who were allocated them for over 90 days, and we have opened them. And this has given us 107 spaces or stalls in Busega Market. We call upon all those people who do not have workspace to go and apply for these spaces so that they trade in a gazetted place.
This shift is reflected in the numbers. Local business revenue hit 127 billion shillings last financial year and is projected to reach 200 billion shillings this year. The executive director of KCCA issued a stern warning to the business community to follow through with any arrears to avoid penalties and enforcement actions they intend to execute.
Failure to meet those obligations will leave KCCA with no option but to invoke legally available enforcement measures, including closure of businesses.
This revenue is already being fueled back into the city's veins from the groundbreaking of the Chitezi Road that is anticipated to be completed in 3 years to the rollout of electric buses by the end of May.
We had first of all thought that each passenger in the bus would buy a card and have that card paid monthly, so that they know that at the end of the month is when I renew or I reload my card. The feedback we have got from them in just the last few days is that the card is not user-friendly. They would prefer to use mobile money to pay for transport. So we are getting that feedback. Wutof and other transporters are among the stakeholders from whom we are getting feedback before we fully deploy our buses at the end of the month.
The deliberate efforts of road marking and repainting, putting up new street lights, are brightening Kampala all the way from Nakawa to Kawempe divisions. While green spaces are being restored, they give a new, vibrant, attractive city feel. For NTV News, Beata Moema.